A stranger walks into a police station holding one photograph, Humphrey's. One image, one forgotten past. And suddenly Christmas isn't joy, it's memory. And memory hurts. Beyond Paradise doesn't sparkle. It glows, delivering a holiday punch straight to the heart. Titan 007 is here in joy in this video. 3 days until Christmas. And today I want to slow down, breathe, and talk about something that managed to surprise me in a year that has been loud, busy, and frankly exhausting. Because yes, we all know the tradition. British television rolls out the holiday specials every December. Some are sugary, some are silly, some are just excuses to push a ratings bump with a Santa hat slapped onto an ordinary episode. But this year, Beyond Paradise delivered something different. Not loud, not glittery, not cheap nostalgia. Instead, the 2025 Christmas special gave us something quiet, melancholic, warm, and strangely intimate. And that's exactly why it works. Today, we're reviewing it. We're unpacking it. We're breathing it in. This is Beyond Paradise, Christmas Special 2025. And trust me, this one stays with you. If you're a fan of Death in Paradise, or you follow Beyond Paradise from the beginning, you already know the rhythm. This isn't a case of the week show anymore. It's a show about emotional puzzles, about people who can't quite outrun themselves. And in this special, the writers doubled down on that identity. We open not with a choir, or a Christmas party, or fake snow falling on town square. We open with a stranger, an older man, disoriented, vulnerable. He walks into the local police station with nothing but a single photograph. A photograph of Humphrey. That moment is bold. In a Christmas episode, the cliche would be to throw Humphrey into holiday antics. Gift swaps gone wrong, romantic misunderstandings, a lost reindeer. Something light, something safe. Instead, the writers give us dementia. They give us memory loss. They give us an emotional question mark. And suddenly the episode has weight. We're not watching a holiday postcard. We're watching a man slowly realize that the past he avoided might finally require his attention. Humphrey Goodman has always been written as a beautifully fragile detective. Too kind, too anxious, too hopeful, and always slightly out of step with the world around him. But in this special, that persona cracks. The arrival of the mysterious man doesn't trigger excitement. It triggers fear. Humphrey hesitates, withdraws, spirals inward. And that's what I found refreshing. Because most Christmas specials give the hero certainty, a big speech, a big redemption arc, a confident smile. Here, Humphrey is lost before the lights even turn on. As viewers, we become detectives not for a crime, but for Humphrey's conscience. Who is this man? Why does he know Humphrey? Why is Humphrey so afraid to look backward? And in that fear, we see the emotional thesis of the episode. Christmas is not always about joy. Sometimes it's about memory, and memory hurts. While Humphrey sinks into doubt, Martha does the opposite. She is busy building the future, planning the wedding, adjusting the details, try to wrap her hands around a calm and stable tomorrow. This contrast is powerful. Martha is forward motion. Humphrey is backward gravity. The writers place them on parallel tracks, slowly bending toward each other, never quite colliding. And that tension works because, let's be honest, Martha has always been the emotional adult in the relationship. She knows what she wants. She knows why she loves Humphrey. And she knows what they've survived to get here. But in this special, Martha becomes something else. The symbol of hope. Not cheesy hope. Earned hope. She wants a life. She wants warmth. She wants progress. And yet she doesn't fully see the storm swirling in Humphrey's head. That storm is private. That storm is memory-shaped. And memory never sends invitations. You cannot talk about this episode without talking about how it looks. Shipton Abbott becomes a perfect December postcard, glowing streetlights against wet pavement, calm skies holding their breath before snow, Christmas decorations that feel handmade rather than corporate. Nothing flashy, nothing desperate, just warmth. The cinematography leans into soft lighting and emotional closeness. Close-ups instead of wides, breaths instead of explosions. And this matters because when a show gives you visual comfort, it can safely deliver emotional discomfort. That push-pull is where drama lives. It's not Christmas cheer pasted over sadness. It's a Christmas atmosphere layered around emotional honesty. That is why the special feels cinematic, because melancholy is allowed to breathe. Most crime Christmas specials throw in a death, or a theft, or a mystery box. But this special gives us something more frightening. A man whose mind is disappearing. A man whose memories are fractured. A man carrying one photograph like a final lifeline. The case is actually a responsibility. Humphrey's responsibility. Does he owe this stranger answers? Does he owe the past dignity? Does he owe himself forgiveness? These aren't police questions. These are human questions, and they stop the usual episodic momentum. This isn't about catching someone. It's about catching yourself before you collapse. Now, the crossover surprise. When Selwyn Patterson enters the story, it's not stunt casting. It's not a ratings trick. It is a reminder of continuity. A reminder that Humphrey's world did not begin in Shipton Abbott. A reminder that there were islands, beaches, cases, choices, and mistakes. Selwyn represents the world Humphrey left behind. And yet, he does not steal the spotlight. He redirects it. He stands in the doorway like a narrator of fate, saying, "Your story is bigger than you think, and it is not finished." For fans of Death in Paradise, this is emotional connective tissue. For Beyond Paradise, it is proof that Humphrey's identity is not static. And with Selwyn's arrival, the episode whispers, Humphrey's journey is still in motion. That is the true Christmas gift the writers give us, movement. So what is this episode really about? Not gifts, not snow, not tinsel that IT is about. Memory. The memories we keep, the memories we hide, the memories that vanish against our will that IT is about. Responsibility. To strangers, to partners, to ourselves, and most importantly, love. Not romantic fireworks, not mistletoe tropes, not Hallmark Channel perfection, but love that stays even when memory fades. Love that waits even when doubt circles. Love that holds steady when the world becomes unfamiliar. This is adult storytelling, and that's why it hits. A lot of Christmas stories pretend we are children. This one assumes we are adults. Adults who have lost parents, watched loved ones decline, carried shame about unresolved history, wanted to run away from past versions of ourselves. Christmas, for many people, is not wrapped candy and sparkling reindeer. It is a confrontation, a return, a reminder. And Beyond Paradise uses Christmas not as decoration, but as emotional gravity. December is memory season, and the show knows it. One of the best choices the writers make is refusing to solve Humphrey. No miracle breakthrough. No perfect Christmas reconciliation. No speech that neatly organizes trauma. Instead, we watch a man struggle, and that struggle is allowed to exist. That is maturity. That is honesty. Humphrey looks at his life and realizes that love does not erase fear. The future does not silence the past, and marriage is not a band-aid. By the end of the special, Humphrey is not cured. He is present. Sometimes that's enough. Martha stands beside him, not as a savior, not as a therapist, but as a partner. When she says she wants to keep moving toward a life together, she isn't demanding clarity. She is offering patience. And patience, that is real love. That is adult love. That is holiday love. No fireworks, just steadiness. They are not a fairy tale couple. They are a real couple. And that makes the ending beautiful. Without leaking specifics, the final moments land on a tone that I would call quiet confidence. Not closure, not decoration, not applause. Just a sense that love continues even when circumstances wobble. The episode understands a truth many Christmas specials avoid. We don't need answers to feel hope. Sometimes hope is choosing to stay. So what do we walk away with? A Christmas special that respects its audience. A plot built on emotion rather than spectacle. A character study wrapped in December softness. It gives us warmth, heart, honesty, melancholy, humor sprinkled in. Not forced, not cartoonish. It gives us a cameo that matters. It gives us personal stakes. It gives us a reminder that Christmas is not a reset button. It is a mirror. This is not just for fans. This is not just for franchise loyalists. This is good television. Beyond Paradise, Christmas Special 2025 is grown-up storytelling wearing winter lights. And for your third day before Christmas, it is exactly the emotional tone your soul might need. Quiet, reflective, human. A story about memory, responsibility, and love that refuses to vanish, even when the mind struggles to hold it. 3 days to Christmas. 3 days to breathe. 3 days to remember who you are. This is Titan 007, and that was my review. More coming tomorrow. Until then, stay warm, stay present, stay human.